There we go. Well, after I got sufficiently blinded, let's try this again. Hello, everybody. Well, it's November, and I've been gone for quite a while. I don't even remember my last video, but I wanted to get back into the swing of things. So I have my angel deck, and it's all shuffled. And before I pull a card, I just wanted to kind of say where I've been. So in September, oh, my eyes hurt. In September, I went to this festival called Wild Magic, and it was fun, and I brought my tarot cards, and they got rained on, so some of them smell, and they're not completely ruined, but they're different than they were. And I was just really, really busy putting my stuff up on Etsy and all this stuff. So it's November now, like I said, and I wanted to get back into the swing of doing these things. So, with that being said, today's Monday, the 2nd, and I still have my black nail polish on from Halloween. I hope everyone had a good and safe Halloween. I didn't dress up, but it doesn't matter to me because I still love it. And I have my moosh necklace on. Only people that know what moosh means will know what it means. Alright, enough with the stuff. I'm going to get right down to it. So I already shuffled these cards. Now, what I normally do is line them all up like this. And which one looks... this one. I picked the Emperor. I actually really like this card. This is a major arcana. And to me... okay. To me, the Emperor, there's, okay, it goes the Fool, the Magician, the High Priestess, the Empress, and then the Emperor. And the Empress is the feminine, obviously, the quiet wisdom, the, like, instead of just getting right down to business and doing an action, it's more like observation and stepping back and looking within yourself. And the Emperor is the opposite of that. It's the masculine, it's the action, it's if you have a plan, you go into it and you make it happen. And I think the thing that's interesting here is leadership. I've never thought of myself as a leader or a teacher or anything like that. I'm not a follower, but I'm not really a leader either, but I guess I am. And I want to do more videos on tutorials on how I make my jewelry, and I've been trying to get back into putting it on Etsy and organizing it and all of that stuff. But I think it's more than that. I think it's not just the jewelry aspect of my life, but in every aspect of my life. I'm always more on the creative side. I'm left-handed. I'm a girl. So I think with my right brain, and that's the more emotional, creative, artistic part. So, but okay, that's just my first impression, and I'm gonna read what the book says and then try and put some guidelines as to what I should focus on this week. Alright, it says it's important to cultivate logic, discipline, and order right now. this card signifies that although your dreams are valid, they still need guidelines and organization so they can manifest properly. And that sounds about right. People always say, well, I have a dream, one day I want to do this, but I don't think it'll ever happen. And the one thing I notice is that when people put that seed of doubt into their brain, like, oh, it's just a pipe dream, oh, it's just a dream, I can't really do that. Anyone can do anything that they set their minds to. That's the most important thing, is to have a dream, but then also make it happen. There doesn't need to be any grandiose step you have to take in order to get it done, but just taking the first step is a huge step. And don't think that just because you're limited, that means that you're not going to get what you want. Ultimately, people get what they want, what they work for. And I used to have a dream that I wanted to be a massage therapist, and I was all gung-ho about this, and I still like working with my hands and healing people that way. But it's just not in the cards for me. But what I can do is make healing jewelry and still do the massage thing. Just, I think it's more of a natural gift than something that I'll be getting paid for. Who knows, maybe one day I'll change my mind and I'll want to get paid for it. Who knows? But, so this week, I guess I'm taking action and organizing myself, and I'm creating a detailed plan for how I'll proceed and maintain kind but authoritative control over how that plan is implemented. I don't know how much you can control about anything in your life. The only thing you really can control is how you deal with things, how you choose to deal with things. So, feel empowered to take a leadership role in your career and any projects you're working on. Well, I will tell you that this month is National Novel Writing Month. And I decided I'm not going to work on my jewelry just yet. I'm going to take this month and crank out my novel. I started this idea. I wanted to do like a journal entry kind of novel, and I got this idea about this girl who's a witch. She doesn't know it, and she just goes through this huge transformation of who she is as a person. There's more to it than that, but that's as specific as I want to be on a public forum, because somebody might be like, oh, I like that idea, and then steal it. Who knows? I'm not that paranoid, but who knows? So, I think by starting that and by sticking with it, I should get really far in my novel writing. And I actually have a system. I don't know if many people do this, and maybe this is overkill, but what I do first is write in my memo section of my phone, and then I write in here in my journal, and then I type it up on my computer. So it goes from the memo stage to writing it out and adding or subtracting ideas or words, and then once that is finished, then I go and I do the typing on the actual computer, and that's the final copy of it. I don't know if anybody else has this process, but that's how I do it. So I think this week is going to be a lot of focusing on that and getting deeper into it and writing. And the problem that I was having in my other novel, I realized, is that I was trying to focus too much on different people, and where I really shine is writing as if I'm writing about myself. That I can do just fine. I don't know how other people do it when they're focusing on a character. They might have to do the same thing, or to process where they are that character, and then they get into the psyche of that character, and then they can write about it as if it's themselves. But I wasn't doing that with the other book. I was just trying to write like they were who they were, and I was writing from an outside perspective. So I think if I have any hopes on finishing that in the future, I have to really look into who the characters are and then switch my writing up accordingly. I don't know. To anyone who has any books that they're writing, right? I would like a comment on what your process is, how you get involved with your characters and how you end up writing them. Do you have an outline? Do you have a survey or one of those meme? Remember when memes weren't pictures and words on the internet, but they were little surveys that you'd fill out that were kind of more personalized? Sorry, my arm is falling asleep. Personalized than the regular survey. Like, you'd fill out the survey, name, date of birth, nickname, favorite color, blah blah blah, but then you'd have the memes where do you want to be in 5 years, and what's the thing that scares you the most, and you'd write a paragraph more so than just one-word sentences. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? Alright, so sorry, I had 2 cups of coffee today. So I'm crazy. But this week I'm going to focus on this, and then I'm going to, oh, I didn't even notice that it's a guy. It should be a guy because it's the Emperor, it's the masculine, duh. But he has like Vin Diesel arms or something. And he's an angel. He's like a warrior angel. Oh, he's Archangel Michael. Well, that explains a lot. Wow. Alright. So, this is going to be my homework for this week. And I'm going to try and bring this back every Monday. So, if you have any questions you'd like me to answer, if you want me to pull a card for you for the week, just let me know and I will pull it. I will do anywhere from a 3-card spread to an 8 or 9 card spread, depending on what the spread is. If you have a specific question, if you have a concern, just anything. I like to experiment with different tarot spreads. So that's all for now. I will be back and making these videos for you again. And again, I'm sorry for all the crazy that's going on in my head right now. So enjoy your Monday, and I hope you have a blessed November. And there's only one more month and a half until Christmas. Do you have your shopping done? What do you do for Christmas? What presents do you like for Christmas? What presents don't you like for Christmas? Well, I'm thinking of Christmas stuff already. That's sad because Thanksgiving is this month, so I should be focusing on that. Alright, that's it. I rambled on enough. Sorry. I'm telling you, man, I don't know when it started drinking a cup and a half of coffee to 2 cups. I try to be only 1 cup so I'm not this maniacal, but I had a rough weekend. So, alright. I bid you all adieu, a nice week. I will go back to this and keep you updated, and that's it. Alright. Bye! Wow, rambled on for 14 minutes.